One thing about me is that I hate math. I'm so bad at it. I always have been, always will be, hate math. So how exactly did I approach my hatred of math on the MCAT with no calculator? I'm going to tell you. If you look up Leah Forsai on YouTube, she has an entire math or like MCAT math series that is an absolute lifesaver. I cannot stress it enough. I'm going to go ahead and touch on a few points that she touches on in her videos in this video, just to like give you all a little taste of everything that you can learn if you go check out her YouTube channel math series. So one of the first things that I highly recommend that you do when you're approaching math problems on the MCAT that other people have touched on already in the comments on that last video is rounding. Whether you round up or you round down, basically it'll help the math be a lot simpler if you round up to an even number or a number that ends with a 0. And since the test makers know this on the MCAT, they'll actually give you answers that are like relatively easy or numbers that are relatively easy when you do this rounding trick. Just keep in mind like whether you round it up or whether you round it down and keep track of that, so that way you know your answer is going to be a little bit higher or lower than like the actual answer. Another thing that's really helpful for like multiplying and dividing is either increasing or decreasing numbers by a factor of 10. So let's say I have to multiply like 0.05 times 400. What I would do in this case is move the 0.05 to decimal places to make it a 5, and move the 400 to decimal places to make it a 4. So that would essentially be 5 times 4, which is a very easy like way to multiply things, and that gives you a number of 20. You'll also want to be really comfortable with scientific notation, and scientific notation as far as like multiplying, dividing, all of that. You'll want to know how to approach those problems. On Leah Forsai's YouTube series, she also touches on a lot of like tricks to approach trigonometry on the MCAT and tricks to approach geometry problems as well. So like cosine, sine, tangent, those types of problems. And another really helpful thing that she provides in her videos is kind of like how to approach logs and anti-logs, especially with like acids and base problems on the MCAT. This will also help with like pH problems, identifying pKa, things like that. So if you are unsure as to how to approach math on the MCAT, I would highly recommend that you go watch Leah Forsai's MCAT math series. It's literally so helpful. It walks you through how to approach complex math on the MCAT and how to do it all mentally. And yeah, it absolutely helps me get a high Chem Phys score on test day. So hopefully this helps you.